Good afternoon, my fellow brothers, walking this semen retention journey with me, stepping out of the darkness and into the light so that we can become souls of light and love. Guys, I made a video about avoiding the immoral woman about a year ago, maybe longer. That was my ex-girlfriend, the immoral woman. But it's important for us to review it, so let's just get right into it. It's Proverbs 5. It even says, avoid immoral women. My son, pay attention to my wisdom. Listen carefully to my wise counsel. Then you will show discernment, and your lips will express what you've learned. For the lips of an immoral woman are as sweet as honey, and her mouth is smoother than oil. But in the end, she is bitter as poison, as dangerous as a double-edged sword. Her feet go down to death. Her steps lead straight to the grave. For she cares nothing about the path to life. She staggers down a crooked trail and doesn't realize it. So now, my sons, listen to me. Never stray for what I am about to say. Stay away from her. Don't go near the door of her house. If you do, you will lose your honor, and you will lose to merciless people all you have achieved. Strangers will consume your wealth, and someone else will enjoy the fruit of your labor. In the end, you will groan in anguish when disease consumes your body. You will say, how I hated discipline. If I had not ignored all the warnings. Oh, why didn't I listen to my teachers? Why didn't I pay attention to my instructors? I have come to the brink of utter ruin, and now I must face public disgrace. Drink water from your own well. Share your love only with your wife. Why spill the water of your springs in the streets, having sex with just anyone? That verse right there, guys, says, do not release your semen unless it's with your wife. Let me read that again. Verse 15 and 16. Drink water from your own well. Share your love only with your wife. Why spill the water of your springs in the streets, having sex with just anyone? Guys, that includes having sex with the screen or your phone or an image or a thought. That means releasing, whether it's with an immoral woman, an immoral man, or whatever you're releasing to. Why spill the water of your springs in the streets, having sex with just anyone? You should reserve it for yourselves. Never share it with strangers. Verse 17, you should reserve it for yourselves. That means retain your seed inside your body. Let your wife be a fountain of blessings for you. Rejoice in the wife of your youth. She is a loving deer, a graceful doe. Let her breasts satisfy you always. May you always be captivated by her love. Why be captivated, my son, by an immoral woman, or fondle the breasts of a promiscuous woman? For the Lord sees clearly what a man does, examining every path he takes. An evil man is held captive by his own sins. They are ropes that catch and hold him. He will die for a lack of self-control. He will be lost because of his great foolishness. Do you see how verse 22 and 23 refer to you having self-control and not releasing your seed, like in verse 15 and 16? So an evil man is held captive by his own sins. They are ropes that catch and hold him. Are you a prisoner to the stimulation that's causing you to release every single day? Are you a prisoner to the sinful desires of your flesh that want to be stimulated and release your semen every single day? Are you addicted to whatever you're looking at that causes you to release your semen every day? You will die for a lack of self-control, and you will be lost because of your great foolishness. Let me read verse 22 again. An evil man is held captive by his own sins. They are ropes that catch and hold him. What does that mean? There are ropes that catch and hold him. You are bounded spiritually by the spirit of lust, and you're a prisoner to the spirit of lust. You are not free. Do you want to be a prisoner to your sinful, lustful desires? Or do you want to be set free? Guys, verse 3, for the lips of an immoral woman are as sweet as honey, and her mouth is smoother than oil. Think about that verse. You know what that's referring to in modern day times. The lips of an immoral woman are as sweet as honey, and her mouth is smoother than oil. I've experienced those kinds of women in my dark past, guys. And they do have a mouth smoother than oil. I will let you think about that verse. Guys, listen to this. If you do, you will lose your honor, and you will lose to merciless people all you have achieved. Strangers will consume your wealth, and someone else will enjoy the fruit of your labor. Those verses are saying that there's consequences to being involved with an immoral woman. Let me just give one quick example. The man that's happily married with a beautiful wife and a family and kids, and he cheats on his wife, and he gets caught, and everyone in his community find out, and his co-workers in his place of work, they find out, and he is shamed, and the wife divorces him and takes half his wealth. That's just one example. Verse 11, in the end you will groan in anguish when disease consumes your body. Let me give you an example. You're horny, you engage with a prostitute, and you catch a disease. Maybe you catch HIV. Let me read this to you again. In the end, you will groan in anguish when disease consumes your body. Guys, I don't want to make the video too long. That's it for today. Proverbs 5. Open your Bible, read it. Let it sink into your spirit. And I'm with you guys. I'm battling my flesh too. I fell the other day. So I know it's hard. I'm not preaching to you. I'm walking with you, guys. I'm with you, struggling to avoid the immoral woman and to become a soul of light and love as I step out of the darkness and exercise self-control, like verse 23 says. Love you guys. You take care. Talk to you soon.